Okay, so I hope you guys like the premiere of Marriage Bootcamp Season 4 Reality Stars. And as I said on Instagram and Twitter, I'm going to post these videos on Friday after the show from now on. I had the premiere party, like the premiere watch party at Ink's Tattoo Shop downtown, and I've been having a cold, so I sound a little crazy and I look extremely sleepy. But I hope you guys like the episode. And there's like a lot more to look forward to because all the episodes are going to be more entertaining than this one. Because, of course, this is kind of like the intro to the house, which it was pretty crazy to me. Usually there's not that much drama coming into the house. So I'm going to start from the beginning because it was a lot going on for like a first episode when people are just meeting one another. Alright, so it starts with Benzino and Althea coming into the house first. They're arguing. They're not even sitting on the same damn couch. And it was really awkward because Catherine and Sean come into the house and they're being so rude and like so into their argument that they don't even say hey. Like Catherine and Sean are like, hey, hi. They're like, one's over here, the other's over here. And they're still arguing like, oh, hey, like what's going on? Like y'all know damn well y'all are coming into this house. You're meeting other couples. Like that was really rude for them not to even acknowledge that Sean and Catherine were walking into the house. So for Sean and Catherine, I mean, I understand why they were like so uncomfortable just from the start. It's like, what are we walking into? This doesn't even seem real. Okay, so the next thing is that Catherine and Sean come in. Of course, that's awkward. And Sean makes the comment, I hope the next couple's a little bit more chill or something. And who's next? It's me and Ink. But this is the one comment that I thought was kind of stupid because when I walked into the house, keep in mind Althea and Benzino are engaged, okay? And Althea had a shirt on that was like purposely open. Like yes, it was like a t-shirt, but it was like this. Like it was like this sometimes and it was like this. Like her titties were completely out and her titties are way bigger than mine and hers are real. So like they're like way up here. They're like bulging out of her bra. And not only that, but like you guys saw her shorts, right? Her shorts were like cut up to here. Like her whole bottom of her ass cheeks were hanging out. So not only does she have her titties out, she has her ass out too. So why, or like, is the comment based on me? Like, oh, she's putting it all out there. Her titties are out. Like, my outfit was from Celebrity Boutique in London, okay? Like, all the little celebrities be wearing their clothes. And, I mean, yeah, it was, like, kind of showy because it was, like, a little crop top. But, like, my titties weren't literally out like Althea's was. So, if you're going to say something about my titties being out, say something about Althea's titties and ass being out next time. Not just me. Alright, so in walks, okay, so we come in and I'm like, oh, I seen you on TV, Benzino, whatever. It's like, yeah, we're all on TV. Well, clearly, and you don't see this, but as soon as I looked at Sean and Catherine, I said, I don't know who you guys are, but I'm assuming you guys are either from The Bachelor or Bachelorette. And then they started laughing, and I was like, they're like, how did you know? And I'm like, well, because you're sitting here like this, like the way you're dressed, the way like you're carrying yourself, like you guys have manners, and like they're a nice looking couple. So I'm like, it's either Bachelor, Bachelorette. So of course I was right on that one. Like I know my reality shows. Even if I don't know my reality shows, I know my reality shows. All right, so in walks Sunday and Cedric. And once again, I was about to say damn Sunday. Like I know her name is Sunday. And like when we first walked into the house, everyone was like, which one is it? Which one is it? And even in interviews, I had to keep getting onto Ink because he would call Sunday Sunday. Even Benzino called her Sunday. I'm like, for one, Benzino, you should know her name for real. And then he kept calling Althea Althena. And one time he called Mama June. Oh, wait, no, he called Sugar Bear. Okay, Mama June and Sugar Bear. He called her Mama Bear one time. And then like he's like backwards because then it could be Sugar Mama. Like it's way too much going on with the name. So yeah, everybody got their, especially Sunday's name. They got her name wrong the entire season. So that was a little awkward. Sunday comes in there like, for one, you know who Benzino is. He's on Love and Hip Hop. So like, don't be coming in there first naming him like, oh, you're Raymond, right? That just lets you know that why the hell do you know his real name? Like, people don't just know his real name. Like, you kind of just told on yourself a little bit there. Like, oh, Raymond, like, good to see you. Okay. So, enters the last couple, which is Mama June and Sugar Bear. And I've never watched Here Comes Honey Boo Boo, but I mean, just by looking at them, I automatically knew in my head. Keep in mind, I know my damn reality shows. So, like, how I could tell Catherine and Sean were on The Bachelor, I knew Mama June was Honey Boo Boo's parents. Like, who else is going to look like that and be on a reality show on TV? I'm like, oh, it's Honey Boo Boo's parents. Like, I already knew. All right. So that was kind of funny. Mama June comes in. She's like tripping down the stairs and stuff. And I don't know. We're going to get into that later. And this is going to come in a few more episodes because Mama June and her walking. And yeah, I can't tell you now because I don't want to spoil it. But it's going to come in a few episodes. So we're all sitting down. We all meet each other. I don't know how it's going back and forth. Ink is like, I'm perfect. I'm this. I'm that. That gets on my damn nerves. I can't stand when he says like stuff like that. He'll be like, well, when I make a mistake, it's a perfect mistake to learn the perfect lesson. If you don't get the hell out of here with that stupid comment, like, no. I can't. So everybody's like arguing back and forth, and you see Jim and Elizabeth in the back, and they're like, we're going to see if they can settle this themselves. Catherine and Sean are sitting there like, they don't know what the hell's going on. They feel like they're watching a TV show because literally, like, it is a TV show, but it's like stuff you don't see. And Ink did make the comment one time to me afterwards. He said, they're acting like goody two-shoes and blah, blah, blah. And I said, Ink, keep in mind, Benzino and Althea arguing all the time would like kind of stress us out a little bit because it would be like constant arguing, just like on Bad Girls Club, like constant arguing. It's like a stressful situation. So when they would keep arguing, I said, keep in mind, we're more used to stuff like this because we're around people like this. Or we watch TV that people act like this, like Love and Hip Hop Hollywood or The Housewives of Atlanta and stuff like that. So we're used to not only seeing it in person, we're used to watching it on TV. Catherine and Sean don't watch these ratchet shows, and they definitely don't hang out with people like this. So I had to tell them, I'm like, it makes sense why they're uncomfortable. They're not used to stuff like this. If it stresses us out and we're used to this type of stuff, like, you can only imagine like what they're thinking about this situation. So I completely get where they're coming from. And yes, they do come across as very judgmental on this episode, which, I mean, they were being that way. But then again, like, they were thrown into like a damn freak show. Like, here I come with this blue tight skirt on and my titties out there, and Benzino arguing her ass is out. Mama, but see, this is the one thing I didn't get about Catherine goes, oh my god, it's Mama June, I'm such a fan of theirs, and blah blah blah, and she was all happy that Mama June came in the house. Those people, and I'm talking about white people. See, I'm not like, I can sound racist all the time. Like, those people, as in Mama June and Sugar Bear, those people, like, on their show, like, were so country, like, extra, cussing, acting crazy, acting trashy, because, that's, like, the theme of their show. Like, Bad Girls Club is trashy. Their show was pretty trashy. So for her to be like, oh, no, Sarah's this, and, oh, I love Mama June, I'm a big fan. Like, that didn't really make sense to me, because I would think that you would have a problem with the way that they carry themselves as well, and the way that they may talk, and the way that they act. But to each his own. All right, so the game show comes on, and this is the crazy part. Those little interview things, right? How you saw on the screen. I don't know why I said screen and like made a box. You guys know what the hell a damn screen is. So we did interviews in the hotel room, I think a day or two before, and we answered all these questions, and it was maybe like a 30-minute long interview each person. And of course, like, everything you say and do comes back to haunt you, because those damn interviews were the ones that came up on the game show. And it's crazy because, like, they be setting you up, and I think that I know these shows and that I can figure them out, and I did a little bit throughout the season. But when they did that, and I saw, like, one little clip, and it wasn't even mine, I said, oh, shit, those are the interviews from the hotel room. I hope they don't be showing mine, because I was so angry when I did my interview. And, of course, they showed Ink's part. But, the game show was crazy. And, of course, I think Sunday's was the worst, because she was sitting there, and she was saying, the right person just hasn't came along, and, like, I felt so bad for Cedric. I could tell Cedric was really hurt, because Cedric is so completely in love with Sunday, And yeah, that was kind of hurtful. And then, like, when she asked him to hold her dress walking into the house, she knew what the hell she was doing. Like, that makes a guy look like less of a man if you're kind of like, hold my dress. Like, it'd be different if it was like Sean and Catherine and the way he's like very well mannered. And she's like, baby, can you hold my dress so it doesn't drag? And he's gonna be like, of course, my sweetheart. Like, you know how they act. It doesn't look that way. But for Sunny to be like, Cedric, hold my dress, like it's gonna get dirty. And he's like, no, I don't think that's a good idea. Like, I'm glad he at least said that. So like, no, I'm gonna hold the front, you hold the back. But y'all know damn well you can hold your own damn dress. Like, if it's like big like that, you don't just hold like, oh, I'm gonna hold the front. Like, no, you hold like the whole thing. You can hold it to one side, you can use one hand still. So that was not needed Sunday for Cedric to carry your dress. You're a damn diva. All right, so let's see. After the game show, it gets into like a whole nother thing because okay, so during the game show, like all that crazy stuff was, happening, and me and Ink, like, we goof off all the time, like we play and stuff, and I was like, oh my gosh, shots fired, like, because that was like for real serious. Um, Althea was basically on, what was it, Catherine and Sean's post. Catherine and Sean are feeling even more uncomfortable at this point, and at this point, I'm just like, ma'am. And I wish you guys got to see the whole thing because the game show was a lot longer. That shit was crazy. It was crazy. It really felt like we were on a game show. Like, they did really well with, like, setting up that little room. Like, you saw how we left the living room and walked into that room. Like, that was, like, the little room that they would, like, theme for different stuff. So, that day was the game show. And, Jim kind of slickly made the comment about Ink when they were talking about the threesome thing, and I said, yeah, you're not just going to invite whoever. You're not going to invite some girl that you used to sleep with or talk to, and she's sitting there on your phone talking about, I miss you, and you're this and you're that, and, like, y'all are having conversations. Like, that's not going to be any part of anything. Like, no. If I'm going to do that for you and bring a girl, like, it has to be by my rules because I don't want to feel like y'all are texting or there's something going on behind my back because I've had that happen years ago before with somebody else, and like, that's not cool. So it's got to be on my terms. My friend, she's gonna leave, you're not gonna contact her, she's not gonna contact you, and it's gonna be somebody I trust, who I like, who I'm somewhat attracted to. It's not just gonna be some random girl like that who's gonna call you. And he makes the comment like, why not? And Benzino's like, well, yeah, why not? And Jim makes the comment like, he was like, yeah, he's acting like a child. And that's the way I felt like in the situation. Like, that's just even childish to even think, like, that's even halfway okay. Like, oh, I want this. Like, no, you can't have that. Like, you're asking for way too much. Asking for it in general, and he thinks like it's kind of normal, like how Sean and Catherine think it's disgusting, or how, Benzino me like, you the man, like, I want that too. Like, that's not common for a female to do that. So if she does do that for you, you better appreciate it, and you better listen to her and make it not awkward, because it can go left really quick, and there can be a lot of problems with doing stuff like that. So, no, no, no. No, we're not going to do that. We ain't going to do that. That's going to have to be like a whole nother thing where I talk about that in general, because that is just, it usually, it don't go right most of the time. All right, so after the game show, we're sitting in the little breakfast area. That's where we would eat every single day. And Ink makes the comment to Sunday like, oh, Cedric, I think you're too smart for Sunday. Like, okay, now, there's one thing about being blunt. Everybody knows that I'm blunt, right? He just be saying too much sometimes to where it's like, damn, just keep your mouth shut sometimes. Like, Sunday was like, whoa, hold up. You with those stupid big earrings in your ear. And as we were watching this, my mom was watching it with me, which is kind of awkward, right? I was like, Mom, don't be listening too much into it. Like, so she was like, take those stupid big earrings out your ear. Meanwhile, while she's saying that, she had these big hoop earrings that were this big in her ear. And then when they flash back to the scene, she had these big teardrop earrings this big in her ear. And, my mom's boyfriend laughed, and he was like, but she's got some big stupid earrings in her ear too. So like, she needs to take hers out. But yeah, that was a little bit much. I don't think he should have said that to her, but whatever. He's gonna say and do what he wants to do. So she makes a comment, he's a pimp. This is going to come up later on another episode, and I was like, we ain't gonna keep saying this, Sunday. We ain't not gonna keep saying this, and there's reasons why. You ain't gonna keep saying it, which we will get to in a not previous, but next time that it comes up. All right, so the rooms. All right, we go back into like the main living room area. And by the way, all of our food was catered on that show. They had really good food all the time, like full course meals. Like I couldn't get enough of it. You know, you guys know that I love to eat, so I was eating all day long. Like they really took care of us on that show, like as far as feeding us and stuff. So that was really nice. All right, so they say Jim and Elizabeth call us in, and they said go find your rooms. The writing is on the wall. Kiko has been extremely noisy today. He's got his little Christmas bells on. You hear when he's barking? Come here, Kiko. Can you show them your Christmas bells? When he's barking, his little bells are jingling. Look how cute he is. Oh, my cute doggy. Say hi. I love you. I need you to be quiet for like 2 more minutes, okay? Thank you, baby. You just licked me right in the mouth. Good boy. All right, so they say the writing's on the wall. We go upstairs, and the house is huge, guys. Like, you got to go all the way up these stairs. I was in the master suite, which is the furthest away from the kitchen. You have to go all the way down the hall, back around, whatever. So all 4 couples were on this side of the house, and me and Ink were on this side of the house. You'd have to, like, cross that little bridge where you see the little couches and stuff. And by far, poor Sunday and Cedric, they got the worst room. I mean, yeah, like, kind of the stuff on the wall was a little bit annoying. There was one thing that said something about a guy, like, oh, I can get any man or something, or I can get better than you or something like that. And so these are our words written on the wall. So I'm reading this and I'm like, I didn't say that. Oh, you must have said that. You must have said that. So when I'm reading this one, I said, I did not say that. Like, did they make this up? I definitely did not say that. And comes to find out, because I don't talk like that. Like, I'm a very humble person. I'm not going to be like, I don't need you. I can get whoever I want. Like, I mean, I can get pretty much whoever I want, but I'm not going to say that. Like, that's just rude. It's not nice. So when I read that and I said, I didn't say that. They must have made that up back there because I didn't say that. It was because Ink said that I said that. Knowing damn well I didn't say that. So it looks like I said that, guys, but I did not say that. Those were his words. He made up in his own damn mind because I don't talk like that. Kiko, come here. You're going to have to stop, baby. There's a dog outside, so he's like going crazy. 1 second, sorry. Kiko, stop. Get out. Get out the window. Out, out, out. I'm like stepping on toys. I'm going to lock him out for a second. All right. And, okay, so Sunday in Cedric's room, it says, like, I'm not sexually attracted to you. You're this or that. And Cedric does point it out. He says, you know, you have insecurities within yourself. Like, you've gained weight since we've been married or divorced or something over the years. So it's really insecurities with yourself. Like, quit talking about me. Like, yes, I've gained weight. And I mean, I don't think you should pick on people for their size or something. I mean, yeah, it's different. Like, you guys get married, they gain weight, it's been years, whatever else, you have a kid together. But there's ways to encourage somebody and don't pick on them in that way. Like, hey, let's work out together. Hey, let's eat healthier. Therefore, you eat healthier with them. Or you cook healthier food. You don't just, like, sit around and bash somebody. Like, there's things that you can do to help them. But, I mean, if you're sitting there cooking healthier for them and they're choosing to eat potato chips instead of, like, this nice meal that you cooked, or if you're saying, hey, let's go on a walk, and they're like, no, I'd rather play video games, then I can understand where you're like, man, get your lazy ass off the couch and lose some damn weight because I'm sitting here helping you. But not until are you the one encouraging somebody and helping them and doing it with them and not just telling them what to do, then I really don't think it's your place to say something like that about somebody's weight, body, or whatever else. Of course, that's going to be a topic later on as well. And I'm going to get to some of the things that were on Instagram and Twitter. So this page on Instagram, Sarah Lynn Oliver, which is my full name. It's one of my, I like that fan page. They always post some pictures. There's a few that do a lot of really good stuff. There's Cake Like Sarah. I think there's my name, but spelt with a 0 instead of an O. There's So Team Sarah, but SEAUX, I believe. Like, I have a bunch of really good fan pages, so I really appreciate all of them. All right, they said, did you or the other couples know that Sean and Catherine wanted to leave? At this point on the show, I had no clue. I didn't know they were being uncomfortable and stuff. Like, even when Ink said, what y'all problem is? Me and Catherine laughed at each other. Catherine was laughing at me because she was like, what did he say? I said, yeah, don't worry about it. Like, I understand everything his country ass says. Like, my grandma speaks broken English because, you know, she's Japanese, whatever. So I'm used to, like, dialect that's, like, hard for other people to understand. But that's why Catherine was laughing. And I thought she was completely comfortable with me. Like, I didn't think that they were like judging me or Ink or thought that anything, whatever, because I felt from the beginning that I had a connection with her and that she liked me. And yeah, so I had no clue at this point at all that they wanted to leave. And damn, my thing just timed out. Okay, so it's back. All right. So on Instagram, Lindsay Jasper says, which house was more nerve-wracking to enter? Is it nerve-wracking or nerve-wracking? I don't know. Marriage Boot Camp or Bad Girls Club? Bad Girls Club by far, because you know these stupid little girls are probably going to ruin your stuff. Like, they're going to try to be like, who's the baddest, whatever else. And at this point, like, I've done 3 Bad Girls Club seasons, so I kind of knew what to expect coming to this house as far as reality TV is concerned. How people are going to have like fake drama, fake arguments to get like more attention or camera time, which is absolutely stupid. I go into these houses being real. I go in there being myself. I'm not doing anything extra for attention. The only time I wow out, as you guys know, is the reunions. So for me to go into this house with Ink, it's like, wow, I have an ally, I have a partner. So it was definitely a lot easier by having somebody with me. Plus the fact of I've seen all 3 seasons of Marriage Boot Camp Reality Stars, and people aren't ripping out each other's hair and destroying their clothes. So that was nice to know too, that I could take more of my shoes and stuff like that. I still didn't take like my nice handbag, so I'm like, there's no need for that. We don't even leave the damn house. I'm gonna be carrying a Louis bag in, like, you know what I mean, downstairs in the living room for a like exercise. No. Okay, so Trisha J816 said, what did you think when Sunday confronted Ink? Like that whole pimp comment, I was like, sweetheart, because if you're calling him a pimp, what does that make me? So you're insulting him, but a little bit me at the same time. So, you know, that's what we're not going to do, but I am going to be quiet. We just moved into this house. I see tension already. Sunday came in with a little bit of a snappy attitude, so I was like, we aren't going to do this. And there was one part where I even told her, I said, you know, I don't remember what was said or whatever. And Ink said, what did she say? And I said, I don't know. She was just throwing a little bit of shade. And to this day, I don't remember what she said. But she kind of came into the house being on defense. And that might have been because, of course, seeing Benzino there, it kind of like, you know, you got stuff going on or whatever else, like put you in like a weird mood. So maybe that was why. I don't know. All right. So on Twitter, a couple of my favorite comments was, oh no, I didn't write her name down. She said, and I want to find her name because I want to be able to say it, but okay, let me read the second one while I try to look this up. So Ilsa Abigail wrote, when Sean was hoping for a little more chill couple, and enter Sarah and Ink, she was like, you can't make this stuff up. Like, that is pretty funny, a more chill couple, and they got our crazy asses walking into the damn house. He was probably like, nah, like, this ain't gonna get any better, like, especially after that one. Okay, the last person, I cannot find the comment right now, but she said, girl, you are too beautiful and hilarious to have a man who doesn't believe in monogamy, girl. And I do agree, you know, men will be men because a lot of them like to just kind of, I don't know, at least the ones that I've met and been around, they just, you know how guys are. They be wanting to do the most. Oh, that makes me upset I can't find her name, because that was one of the first comments I saw that I really liked. If I see it, I will make sure I say your name on the next video. But yeah, so I hope you guys are ready for the next episode. And, oh, here, no, that's Ilsa Abigail again. Okay. Kiko's upset he's locked out. So I got to go, guys, and this next week I will post on Friday following the episode. Everybody's asking where I got this vest from that I wore at the premiere party, and out of all places, and it's actually like really nice quality and stuff, and I didn't realize how much I liked it till I did put it on. But I got it from Ross. I think I paid $20 for it. Maybe you can find it on Amazon. It runs really small. It's made by New Look, and I normally wear a small, but I got this one in a medium because it's like really, really tight fitting. And yeah, that's about it. So I will see you guys on Friday.